Welcome to Spartan Sports Network. It's senior day here at Spartan Stadium. Alongside Tanner Jace, we bring you Section 3 Boys Lacrosse Contest here on Spartan Sports Network. And it starts off quick as Caden Claflin buries one in the top corner, and the Spartans jump out on top. It's the 57th goal of the year for Claflin. And it gets us started off.
22, Caden Claflin, unassisted.
It was a Spartan win at the face-off to open up this one. Kai Woodworth now taking it at the X for the, correction. Jared Burkle taking it at the X. Or sorry, correction. Henry Hunt taking it at X for the Spartans, but it's an Auburn win. That's Williams with it, far side of the field, heading towards the wing. Well, it's a rematch of an in-division game that happened back on April 16th. It was a high-scoring affair with optional defense, as the final score of that one was a 24-23 win for the Spartans. And we get the scoring off quick here at the stadium. That's Smith with it, playing it down to Williams, dumping off Daughtridge at X. Picked up by the pole, over to Smith. That feed saved by Pickard. It's an early save for Ethan Pickard in a game where he had 9 against Auburn at Auburn earlier in the year. And it's a quick one with a quick outlet downfield to O'Reilly, just off the fingertips, and O'Reilly checks that one, and it stays with the Spartans. Amadio trying to get it. Finally does head, will head to the middle of the field. That's Vollmer with it at X. Dumps it up top for O'Reilly on the near wing. O'Reilly dodge inside, buries it on the far post. It's 2-0 Spartans in the blink of an eye. The 23rd goal of the year for Matthew O'Reilly. And at the 9:58 mark, the Spartans lead by 2.
ESM goal by number 18, Matthew O'Reilly, unassisted.
Burko back at the X, where he's 1 of 1 so far today, going up against Sir Temple, who's 59% on the year. It's a win for Temple. Over to the feed, Daughtridge on the wing, cannot hold on to it. It's an Auburn turnover. That's picked up by Robbie Gabor, the senior, as they try to play it upfield. That's Alex James. Gets it up top to Gavin McDonald, and it's a successful ESM clear. And dumps it over to Kai Woodworth. Down play to Amadio at X with Vollmer now near with it on the near side. Spartans coming into this one 7-6 on the year, and they've got 5, and they're undefeated in the SCAC Empire division, as they currently sit 2 behind Jamesville DeWitt. O'Reilly on the dodge, looking to get around, checks, feed inside. Vollmer goes with the bouncer. 3-0 Spartans. 27 goals on the year for Brody Vollmer, and it's already 3-0 Spartans.
ESM goal by number 1, Brody Vollmer, assisted by number 18, Matthew O'Reilly.
O'Reilly gets credited for the assist. That's his 20th of the year. At time it was Gennaro Hill at the X, who is 72% on the year. And it finds its way to Daughtridge near midfield. Hill comes back on with a fresh stick, and that's where Smith will go with it on the far side wing. Matched up with the shorty, Claflin. Smith with it, middle of the field. Matched up against Carter Bird, and it finds its way to X with Pinot. Dumps it off. Daughtridge on the near side wing. Swim dodge. Dumps that one back off to Hall. The face dodge by Smith. Gets the switch off the pick. Matched up with Claflin. Skip pass over to Daughtridge. That one skips on the ground. And Daughtridge recovers. Smith, dodge on Claflin. Has a lane. Hands free. Off the pipe. It was initially saved right off the bat by Ethan Pickard, his second of the night. And the Spartans look to clear once again. And the outlet pass intended for Matthew McDonald near the substitution box is way out of reach, and it's an ESM turnover. 7:39 to go. It's been a really good start offensively for the Spartans. The first 2 goals scored by seniors Matthew O'Reilly and Caden Claflin, and the sophomore Brody Vollmer finally founds the back of the net for the first time tonight. Vollmer scored 5 goals in that shootout win against Auburn earlier in the year. Pinot reverses it, finds Gennaro Hill at the top. Hill, hands free, gets trail check from behind, and that ball's going to roll to the end line, out of bounds. And it's going to go with the Spartans. So the Spartans defensively tonight, picking it up. Pickard with a swim move. Pinot with the ride. Finds Alex James past midfield. Amadio with it at X, being defended by the long pole, Jamison Bentley. And dumps it off the Vollmer on the near side wing. O'Reilly with it. To carry. And finds Claflin over on the wing. He'll start his dodge from midfield. Matched up with the long pole. Hands free for Claflin's off the pipe. And that one's going to bounce way out. Picked up by Woodworth. Dumps it off to X. Amadio. Dodges to the crease, inside feed to Carey, and that one's going to go to the back end line with about 60 seconds left on the shot clock. Spartans will play it back out. Claflin starts his dodge from the near wing. Doubled by 2 poles, checked out of the stick. Ball still on the ground, picked up by Vollmer at GLE, and it finds Amadio. Amadio dodges inside the hashes, being defended by the short pole. That shot's off the mark. Williams picked up Amadio as the short stick defensive midfielder, and Vollmer will take it off the restart. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Vollmer picked up, takes the screen from Woodworth. Inside feed for Vollmer to Amadio. Bouncer through the 5-hole is good for Andrew Amadio. And the senior has his first tally of the night and his 19th goal of the year. It's Temple and Brookow back at the X.
Goal by number 2, Andrew Amadio, assisted by number 1, Brody Vollmer.
2 short sticks on the wings for ESM. A long pull and a short stick for the Maroons. Brookow and Temple. Ground ball loose. That ball's kicked near the 30-yard line for the Spartans. It's going to be ultimately picked up on the far side. That's Holloman with it. As Lamarche gets into the scrum on the far side wing, ground ball is picked up by the ESM defender, and Picker will head the other way. That was Henry Hunt, actually, correction, that was Carter Bird with the ground ball recovery on the check to Pinot that forced the turnover, and Claflin immediately comes out of the box and clears for the Spartans. Claflin full set of feed, inside feed, buries into the top right corner. Kai Woodworth gets on the board early on. It's his 15th of the year, and just like that, the Spartans jump out to 5 straight goals with 4:57 to go here in the first quarter. It's Woodworth on the assist from Claflin. It's Claflin's 16th assist of the year, and it's an early 5-0 lead for the Spartans. Back to the face-off we go. Hunt and Temple this time around. Ball still loose on the double check.
Goal by number 19.
Picked up by
Ty
Williams.
Woodworth, assisted by number 22, Caden Claflin.
Dautrich at X, defended by Gabor. Plants his foot on the ground, has to dump it off to the near side, over to Redfield. Redfield trying to hit Hill, cannot. Ball loose on the ground. Ball still loose. And it's picked up by Pinot on the near side. Over to Williams. Gabor gets his stick into the passing lane, intended pass for Dautrich. And it's ultimately picked up by Hill, who's being defended currently by O'Reilly, the short stick. Hill's got a step to the crease. Hill's shot is high. Pinot and Smith back there for the recovery. 6 seconds left on the shot clock for the Maroons as the possession did not change hands. Smith dodges, inside feed, pass high. And it looks like the shot clock violation will be awarded to the Spartans.
Get it together, let's go.
Gabor plays it out of the end line. So far, after 1 quarter of plays, we head to the 3-minute mark. It's a 5-0 ESM lead. But like we said, these two teams had a barn burner of a game in early April as Claflin's got his second of the day. Buries it on the far post from the left side. 2 goals for Claflin on senior night. Assisted by O'Reilly on that one.
ESM goal by number 22, Caden Claflin, assisted by number 18, Matthew O'Reilly.
Burko and Temple back to the X. Temple wins it officially. The initial clamp. Trail check by Burko. We've got a yard sale in East Syracuse. So Amadio plays it slow, dumps it over to O'Reilly on the near side, coming on to the midfield line for the Spartans. Credit to Syracuse alum Drew Carter for that one. 2:46 to go here in the first quarter. O'Reilly with possession is currently going to be marked by the SDM Williams. Starts his face dodge, dumps it over, far wing. Amadio's shot is deflected. It's going to go out the far line, but Vollmer and Woodworth back there on the backup. Claflin plays over to the Vollmer at X. 17 on the shot clock. Vollmer's dodge. Vollmer gets to the crease. The bouncer is off the mark. Didn't touch Scanlon or the pole, so it's an ESM turnover actually off the check. And once again, a trail check, this time by Amadio. Puts the ball back onto the ground. 4 ESM defenders nearby. Amadio picked it up initially. Ball still on the ground. That time, ball is picked up by Durant for the Maroons. He's running in transition. Durant with already a goal on the air tries to play that one to Pinot near the crease, and it's going to be a Maroon turnover with 1:44 to go here in the first quarter. Spartans leading by 6. In the April 14th game, it was a 8-goal first quarter for the Spartans in Auburn. And this time a similar aspect, just tons of defense played by ASM. And it's going to be a turnover. That ball went to the midfield line. It's going to be picked up by Smith, put into Maroon territory, picked up by Holloman. Now we get a whistle, and we got a timeout called by Coach McCoy, and the Spartans, who currently lead by 6, heading into the timeout break with 1:11 to go here in the first. .111 to go here in the first quarter. Spartans jump out to an early 6-goal advantage here on senior night. Spartans will have possession as Claflin will start on the restart on the near side, 45-yard line. Spartans currently have 38 on the shot clock, so they will get a shot up before the end of the quarter with 52 seconds on the game clock. Looks like the Spartans will start their set late into the shot clock. They started with around 27. Amadio's dodge on Holloman. Picked up by the long pull, Musso. Musso buries him back out to the 40-yard line. Over to Claflin with 15 on the shot clock. Face dodges on Durant. Claflin tries to go to the far pipe and doesn't. 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Spartans. 24.5 on the game clock here in the first quarter. Woodworth restarts on the far side. Plays it up top to Amadio. Over to O'Reilly. 3 on the clock. O'Reilly's got to get rid of it. He won't. So the Maroons will actually start with possession near the 25-yard line, or we're supposed to at least. Holloman clears. 7 seconds to go. Holloman over to Dautrich on the near side. Gabor gets into the ground ball lane. Robbie Gabor picks up the ground ball, and we've got 1 quarter in the books here at Spartan Stadium, and the Spartans lead 6-0. We'll be back with you with second quarter action here on Spartan Sports Network. Welcome back to Senior Night here on Spartan Sports Network. Your score at Spartan Stadium right now is ESM leading Auburn with a score of 6-0. Burko and Hill to the X for the respective teams. It's to carry on the near side wing and Caden Claflin on the far side wing. Burko wins position initially, and he's laid out by Williams. Huge hit by Williams. Gets possession for the Maroons, but he was the intended target on that one, and it's a fight for it on the boundary line. Kept in play. Gabor picks it up on the far side. Over to Pickard, who finds Bird. Bird pushed to the ground. Smith with a huge turnover. And he'll settle it down and get the midfield line out for the Maroons. The Maroons looking for their first goal of the night. Daughtridge gets it coming off on the midfield line. Rolls it over to Smith. Smith, intended pass was to Jack Redfield, and it's off the stick, and it's a Maroon turnover. Gabor clears for the Spartans, and it's 70 on the shot clock. McDonald plays it down to Woodworth at GLE, over to Amadio near Axe, and it's an ESM turnover on the foul pass. Smith clears with ease for Auburn. Auburn once again still looking for their first goal of the night. Smith plays it up to Daughtridge on the near side hash. Smith draws Paul Caro. Smith gets by Paul Caro, dumps it inside for Redfield. That ball's going to hit the turf and roll out of bounds. It's another Auburn Maroon turnover, and the Spartans head the other way. Gabor gets it over to Carey. Carey looking to clear. 3 defenders, and it's a check by the Maroons, causing the ESM turnover. Pinot shovels it back and misplays the ground ball, but it's ultimately picked up. And we're going to get a dead ball whistle, it looks like. Daughtridge immediately off the restart, looking for the shot, buries it in the top left corner. The Maroons finally get on the board. Connor Daughtridge, 40th goal of the year, makes it a 6-1.
Auburn goal by number 2, Connor Daughtridge, unassisted.
Hunt off the face-off with Temple. Williams picks up the ground ball. Williams gets the Auburn midfield line on. It's Smith off the feed from Redfield, working on the far side. He's currently matched up with Claflin. And Smith works it to X. Puts his foot in the ground, pass Pinot. That's saved by Pickard. Or at least off the stick of Pickard. So 42 on the shot clock, but no reset. That'd be Matthew O'Reilly on the crease defense to Anderson Pinot. Lamarche gets in there. Causes the turnover on the check. Hunt can't clear. And Redfield dumps it off to Pinot at GLE. Pinot, skip pass. Claflin gets in between to pick that one off. Claflin finds Pickard. Pickard outlet. That one to O'Reilly. O'Reilly's got some space, middle of the field, dumps it off. Woodworth can't hold on to it. And the Spartans attempting the run in transition, turn it over. It's Bentley with it. Up top to Holloman for the Maroon clear, and Redfield settles it down on the near side wing. Redfield inside positioning on Bird. Feed, middle of the crease, deflected by the long pull for the Spartan. And Pickard will attempt to clear from the crease. Pickard finds Bird on the near side. Beard clears, and it breaks the stick. And we're going to get a timeout on the field by Coach McCoy and the Spartans. Tucker Hogan will have to head to the bench for new equipment. And just like that, at the 7:43 mark here in the second quarter, it's a 6-1 Spartan advantage. Spartans restart on the far. Spartans restart out of the timeout on the far sideline. O'Reilly and Amadio playing a little two-man game. And it's the midfield line. Amadio, O'Reilly, and Claflin for the Spartans. Claflin picked up by Durant. Holloman switches over. Claflin gets around Holloman. Sticks his foot in the ground. Gets back, middle of the field. Hand shot. Saved by Scanlon. His first save of the day. He outlets way downfield. Smith saves it in bounds off the substitution box. Matthew Smith running with numbers. Pinot, shot off the mark. Daughtridge and Redfield back there for the backup. The bounce shot by Matthew Smith goes right up to the top of the corner on Ethan Pickard. It's 2 unanswered goals for the Maroons, and it's 6-2 with 6:45 here to go in the first half.
Auburn score by number 21, Matthew Smith, assisted by number 2, Connor Daughtridge.
Burko, Temple, back to the X. Face-off violation on Temple. Spartans head the other way. Spartans looking for the first goal of the quarter. O'Reilly picked up by Williams. Over to Amadio. Burker comes off. It allows Claflin to come on. Amadio dumps it over to Claflin on the far side. Picked up by Local Piccolo. Vollmer at X. Back to Claflin behind GLE. Inside feed to the crease for Woodworth is no good. Amadio can't pick up the ground ball. Checks it away momentarily. Vollmer in the middle. Does get it. Dumps it off to O'Reilly. O'Reilly dodges in with positioning. Picked up. Double teamed by 2. Pushed down by Durant. The flag comes out of the pocket. And the Spartans head to the man up for the first time tonight.
Tighten up. Go defense. Hey, let's hold it down, D. Let's go.
Woodworth off the restart. Claflin to McDonald. To McDonald on the far side. Actually, O'Reilly on the far side. Vollmer's at X. Back to Woodworth. Ball moving at hyperspeed. McDonald reverses it back to Claflin, who dumps it off to Woodworth at GLE. Over to Amadio up top. Amadio. O'Reilly, far side wing. Skip pass, deflected by the long poles for the Maroons. Spartans failed to take advantage of the man-up opportunity. Hill gets it out of the box. 5:15 to go here in the first half. Spartans started the first quarter up 6-0. Since then, it's been 2 unanswered goals for the Maroons as they look to cut the lead in half. That's Logan Hall on the far side with it. Over to Daughtridge. Finds Pinot, picked up by Bird, the long pole. Pinot, inside feed, can't hit Redfield cutting. O'Reilly picks up the ground ball and will look to clear. Smith and Hill, trail check. It's a buy one, get one free here at the stadium, and it goes way of Auburn. Smith, Pinot, skip pass to Daughtridge, inside feed, back to Redfield. Pickard says no, can't do, and slams the door shut on the Maroons. The third save of the day for Ethan Pickard, and it stays 6-2. Pickard misses to carry, coming out of the substitution box. And it's an ESM turnover. Daughtridge and the Maroon offense with an opportunity here to cut this one in half once again. That's Hill with it on the near side. Picked up by Kylan Polcaro, who now sits in the middle of the defense. That's LaMarche picking up Pinot. Hill, Smith. Smith picked up by Bird. He plays up front. Smith, hands free, shot high. Pinot back there on the backup. Pinot takes the screen from Daughtridge. LaMarche fights over it. Redfield over to Smith. Smith picked up by Polcaro. The bouncer to the bottom corner is off the mark. And Pinot plays back there. 3:33 to go here in the first half. Spartans leading by 4. 2 unanswered goals, though, for the Maroons this quarter. Daughtridge forces it back up top. Redfield over to Smith. Smith, face dodge. Smith shot high. Pinot back up. 57 seconds to go on the shot clock. Marsh off the restart picks up Anderson Pinot, who so far has had a quiet night but has 26 goals on the year. Daughtridge with it, face dodges from the top. Bird gets in there to knock down one loose. Actually, sorry, it's Robbie Gabor who knocks it loose and causes the turnover up top to Carter Bird, who runs in transition, dumps it off to Woodworth on the near side. And Kai Woodworth will run to GLE, where he finds Gavin McDonald. McDonald trying to get it to Claflin. Matthew Smith takes that one right away. And it's another ESM turnover here early in the first half. And have failed to respond to the 2 unanswered by the Maroons so far in this quarter. Timeout called on the field by the Maroons. 2:24 to go here in the second quarter at Spartan Stadium. Spartans heading into the timeout break, leading by 4. Out of the timeout break, 2:13 to go. Ball on the ground, it's a Maroon turnover and failed to get any offense going out of the timeout. Spartans looking to get on the board for the first time this quarter. Matthew O'Reilly will start on the restart. Looks like Pinot will provide a little bit of a ride for the Maroons. Gabor goes right back up top to O'Reilly. O'Reilly clears to Bird. O'Reilly over to Amadio. Amadio's pass off the stick of Claflin, but Claflin keeps it in bounds. He'll start his dodge from the far wing. 1:30 to go here in the first half. Spartans leading by 4. 34 seconds on the shot clock. Claflin finds himself at GLE being defended by Holloman, the short stick. Claflin. Holloman, double comes. Claflin gets in the middle. Jump shot, bouncer, scores! It's a hat trick for Caden Claflin on senior night. His 59th goal of the year puts the Spartans back out in front by 5.
ESM goal by number 22, Caden Claflin, unassisted. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in congratulating Caden Claflin for his 200th goal in his career.
He scored his 200th career point earlier in the season, and now it's the 200th career goal as Henry Hunt wins the face-off for the Spartans. But it's checked away, and Chase Ash picks it up. Woodworth gets in there, though, breaks it away. When we now get the whistle, it's a loose ball push on the Maroons. Looks like William got back the long pole. So Vollmer with it near the 40-yard line, finds Amadio coming off to the midfield line. Smith currently plays on Claflin. The short stick, Local Piccolo, currently playing on Amadio at the top. Amadio at X with the short stick. Amadio starts his dodge, gets by Local Piccolo. Dumps it off to O'Reilly, up to McDonald at the top. McDonald. Get back. He just tosses it towards the cage. I think it was an intended pass for Vollmer. And that will do it for half. 1 half in the books here at Spartan Stadium. Spartans currently leading by 5 here on scene.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You say my kid?
Yeah!
Come on! What's wrong with you?
Looking for a spot to kick back with friends or grab a bite with the family? Since 2010, Trappers 2 in Manoa has been the place to be. From awesome pizza to pub favorites, there's something for everyone. Got a party or special event? We got you. Inside, outside, or at the brand new sandbar on the patio. Plus, don't miss Thursday trivia, volleyball leagues, and more. We're proud to be called the Cheers of Syracuse. Come hang out at Trappers 2, where good times are always on the menu.
You know, I'm a person too.
Second half action here on Spartan Sports Network from Spartan Stadium here on Senior Night, as ESM Boys Lacrosse currently leads the Auburn Maroons by a score of 7-2 and start the second half on the man up. Amadio double teamed, dumps it off to O'Reilly. Woodworth. Back to O'Reilly and Amadio. It was a quick first quarter for the Spartans as they jumped out to a 6-0 advantage as Woodworth gets it inside. Holloman deflects it, but whistle's blown as we have another flag. So momentarily it will be man up ×2 for the Spartans momentarily. But after the 6-0 run to open the game for the Spartans, the Auburn Maroons went 2 unanswered in the second quarter, and then late in the first half, Caden Claflin notched himself a hat trick. Vollmer. Amadio. O'Reilly. Over to Woodworth. Durant provides the pressure on Woodworth, forces him to get rid of it. McDonald gets it at the top. Over to Woodworth. Actually, correction, O'Reilly. O'Reilly skip pass. Amadio's off the stick of Cooper Scanlon. Scanlon's got his second save of the night. And Durant picks up. Amadio putting pressure. Can't. Whistle. Push. And timeout actually called by the Maroons here in the third quarter. Auburn with possession out of the timeout. They actually killed part of the man up, but currently still attempting to kill it. Vollmer, O'Reilly, O'Reilly and McDonald make up the attack line, putting the ride. Woodworth actually midfield and Smith clears. O'Reilly comes off. Smith, skip pass, down low. Daughtridge, 5-hole on Pickard. Connor Daughtridge has his second goal of the day off the assist from Matthew Smith. And the lead is back down to 4 for the Spartans.
All right, defense, let's go.
Auburn goal by number 2, Connor Daughtridge, assisted by number 21, Matthew Smith.
It's the first face-off of the second half tonight as Burko heads to the dot, alongside Gennaro Hill. Burko wins the positioning battle, gets it over to Claflin. Ball still on the ground. Burko picks it up, or momentarily did. Woodworth in now into the scuffle. Woodworth finally picks it up, but it's off the helmet, and it's going the Maroons' way. Well, we have nightfall finally, well, partially have nightfall here at the stadium. The lights are on. The sun is heading down for the night as we've got a decently beautiful sunset tonight with some pinkish skies, but it's enough for the lights to be turned on as the Maroons, coming off the goal by Connor Dartrich, looking to make a run here. That's Williams with it near side, being picked up by Polcaro. Dartrich over to Pinot. Pinot over to Smith. Smith being defended by Bird, picked up by the short stick on the slide. Smith, spin dodge on O'Reilly. Dumps it off. Dartrich fakes the move, gets by Gabor. Ball down, whistle blown, crease violation on the Maroons. Pickard has to throw it. Was attempting to throw long. It was deflected. Hallman on the turnover. Pinot, jump shot, buries it. Anderson Pinot finds the back of the net for the first time tonight on the jump shot. It's 7-4 Spartans with 9:14 to go here in the third.
Auburn goal by number 26, Anderson Pinal, assisted by number 5, Kieran Holloman.
It's Hunt and Hill to the decks. Ball still loose. Not sure Hunt knew where the ball was, but Gennaro Hill finally picks it up, trying to get it to Smith, and it will not be kept in play. Chase Ash trying to maintain possession with the Maroons and cannot, so it's going to be Amadi on the far side wing.
All right, let's go.
Pickard tries to get it to Bird. He can't on the outlet. Dartrich, turnover, feed, Pinot, 2 in a row! Lead down to 2 for the Spartans. The Maroons go on a 3-0 run to open up the half.
Auburn goal by number 26, Anderson Pinal, assisted by number 2, Connor Dartrich.
Burko back to the X with Hill. Hill wins this one off the clamp, and it's finally picked up by Auburn. Woodworth trying to check. O'Reilly attempts to check. Hill keeps possession. Burko trying to attempt the double team. Flag flies. It's going to be a first opportunity man up for the Maroons with all of the momentum in this one as Dartrich heads for GLE, being defended by Gabor. Williams up top. Over to Smith. Plays it to the far wing for Hill.
Free play, let's go, free play.
Smith reverses it to Williams. Williams dodges inside on Claflin, picked up by O'Reilly and Claflin. Off the slide, Smith, the one-handed catch to keep it from going to the midfield line. Hill dodges inside, gets around, Smith, shot off the stick of Pickard. It heads to the line, and it's a Maroon man up for the first time tonight.
All right, let's go. All right, get one, let's go.
The man-up unit, it's Redfield, it's Dartrich, it's Smith, it's Hogan, it's Pinot, and it's Hill for the Maroons. Dartrich reverses it to Redfield. Redfield up top to Smith. Over to Hogan. Hogan finds Pinot on the far side. Polcaro the pole. Smith down low. Daughtridge back to right field. Down low to Daughtridge again. Daughtridge goes low to high. Connor Daughtridge with a hat trick. And the ESM lead is down to 1.
Auburn goal by number 2, Connor Daughtridge, assisted by number 21, Matthew Smith.
Connor Daughtridge's 42nd goal of the year. Makes it a 1-goal game. Burko and Temple. Temple picks up the ground ball. Maroons with all the momentum in the world right now. Amadio and Burko in there on the double team. Gabor picks up the ground ball. Daughtridge checking. Gabor finally gets it over to Pickard. Pickard, the ride by Pinot and Daughtridge. The pass, middle of the field to Claflin. Claflin clears. Vollmer. Vollmer goes to X. Amadio gets it. Shoved to the ground by Durant. We will get the loose ball push on the Maroons. Possession stays with the Spartans. Claflin being defended by Kabak. That's the long pull. Claflin trying to operate from X. Had a momentary topside look. Claflin picked up. Now by Durant and Kabak. Claflin shot, scores! It stifles the Auburn run. It's 8-6 ESM with 6:24 to go in the third. It's the 4th goal of the day for Caden Claflin.
Number 22, Caden Claflin, unassisted.
And his 60th goal of the year. Back to the face-off X we go. It's Hunt and it's Hill. Hunt with the win. Ball lost. Hill in transition. Flag flies. Hill! But it's on Auburn. It's a minute slash for the Maroons. They had Hill running in transition off the face-off. And a huge opportunity here for the Spartans. Currently back up to 2. It's back to a 2-goal lead, where at one point was leading by 6 in this one.
All right, tighten up. Let's get it right back, D. Let's go. Come on, Nick. Let's go, White. Come on. Let's go.
O'Reilly starts it. Top, near the 40. Amadio plays it down to Vollmer at GLE. Over to Woodworth. Vollmer at X. Amadio. Up top to O'Reilly. Over to McDonald. McDonald swim dodges it. Actually, face dodges to the middle. Dumps it off to Amadio. O'Reilly. Down low to Woodworth. Woodworth inside positioning. It's deflected off by an Auburn defender. And it's going way of Auburn. The Maroons deflected the shot of Kai Woodworth. The referees don't believe it's a shot, so it's an ESM loss of possession on the man up. Williams trying to get by. Williams does. Williams clears for the Maroons, who currently are playing a man down. Bird. Smith. Leading goal scorer for the Maroons this season. Dumps it over to Daughtridge down low. Williams at the top. It was a 3-0 run out of the half for the Maroons. They cut the lead down the 1. Pinot. Daughtridge. Back up top. Smith. Amadio defending him on the far wing. Right around the 20. Smith gets inside. Over to Williams. Williams, hands free. Williams off the pipe! This is a shot, and it won't It will slow down before getting to the midfield line. Smith keeps possession, but it's a reset of the shot clock, and allows the Maroons to get right back into their offensive set. It was a 4-0 run to open up the half for the Maroons. Pinot with 2 in that run, in that span. Daughtridge found the hand trick. The bouncer by Williams goes to the back end line. And Daughtridge will start off the restart. Pinot sets the screen. Daughtridge goes the other way. Daughtridge hands free off the pipe once again. And it's a reset. That's Logan Hall with it on the far side. And it now finds its way to Smith. Bird gets in there. And it's a push on Carter Bird. And they're actually calling a hold on that one. Smith over to Hill. Smith with it. Starts his dodge from the near wing. Dumps it off Pinot. Pinot inside feed. Daughtridge with the BTB! 4 goals on the day for Connor Daughtridge. And Auburn puts themselves back down by 1 with 3:37 to go here in the third.
Every goal is because of bad call. Wake up!
Auburn goal by number 2, Connor Daughtridge, assisted by number 26, Anderson Pinal.
Back to the face-off X we go. Temple, Burko. That one's flinged into the ESM territory. Hallman with the push, doesn't get called for it. Gabor over to Pickard. Pinot providing some ride. Pickard gets it, has some space, middle of the field. Pinot's trailing right behind. Gabor clears to Bird. Bird loses it out of the stick, picks back up the ground ball. O'Reilly over to Claflin. Claflin heads to the near wing. 53 on the shot clock. 2:51 here in the third quarter. Caden Claflin heads down to GLE. Starts his dodge. Spin dodge on Holloman. Gets topside. Shot. And it's off the side of the net. And it's going to go to the back end line where Matthew O'Reilly has the backup. It's Jamison Bentley, the long pull, playing on O'Reilly. O'Reilly sticks his foot on the ground, goes the other way. Dump off, inside feed for Woodworth is just a little too high. Amadio tracks down the ground ball. Loco Piccolo. 9 on the clock. Amadio, inside feed for McDonald, doesn't get there. 5 on the shot clock. Ball on the ground. Actually, correction, it was had. McDonald's shot is not going to count. It looks like Woodworth actually picked it up before passing it to McDonald and had possession the entire way. Holloman looking to clear. Trying to get by Vollmer. Holloman does get it. He gets it up to Bentley. Smith checked from behind by Claflin. Pops the ball out. Ball still loose. The fight for the ground ball is picked up by Williams. Williams, middle of the field. Smith wasn't ready for the pass. Smith still in there. Kicks it over to Hill. And it's a Maroon possession once again. 1:23 here to go in the third quarter. 47 on the shot clock. Maroons trailing by 1. It's been a 5-1 run this entire quarter for the Maroons. And it's been a 7-2 run since the second quarter. Hill reverses it down to Panoa at X. Daughtridge back up top to Hall. Smith. Hill picked up by Polcaro. He goes inside. Hill, hands free. Shot, bouncer, ties it! Gennaro Hill puts us at 8-8.
Auburn goal by number 15, Jack Hill, unassisted.
Last time these two played, it was a 24-23 shootout win for the Spartans in Auburn. And so far, not as much as the other game, but the second one is living up to the billing. 43.1 to go here in the third quarter. We're tied at 8. Hill to the X for the Maroons. Hunt to the X for the Spartans. Hill wins the face-off. Immediately off the face-off, Maroons go out in front! Back-to-back goals for Gennaro Hill has stunned the crowd here at Spartan Stadium, and the Maroons lead by 1.
Auburn goal by number 15, Jack Hill, unassisted.
Correction, that is Jack Hill. Burko back to the X. Temple to the X for the Maroons. Whistle. Face-off violation, and it's a huge face-off. 36.3. Claflin will take it. We'll restart it off the midfield. Spartans trailing for the first time tonight. O'Reilly, skip pass to Burko at the crease. Ball's on the ground. Holloman tosses it out of bounds. Off the check from Vollmer. And it's awarded to the Maroons. It's a crease violation on the Spartans. Scanlon looking to clear. Plays it up top. That ball is going to be intercepted by McDonald. McDonald running. Slows it down. 13 to go. He's got some space on the near wing. Gavin McDonald ties it! Gavin McDonald, for the first time this year, buries into the back of the net. And we're tied at 9 with 9.9 to go in the third. It's just an easy step down for Gavin McDonald. Goes 5, actually to the far corner to tie this one up, and it gets by Scanlon. Hunt and Hill to the X. Hill wins it again. Hill racing. Over to Smith. Down low to Daughtridge. It's broken up. Pickett's just going to launch that one way downfield. And after 3 quarters of play, we're tied at 9. We'll be back with you with fourth quarter action here on Spartan Sports Network. Welcome back to Spartan Sports Network. Fourth quarter action, tied at 9. The Spartans started this one on a 6-0 run to open up the first. Since then, it's been a 9-3 run for the Maroons as they're currently tied up with the Spartans. Williams with the ground ball off the faceoff. The first possession of the fourth quarter will go to the Maroons. It's been 7 goals out of the half for the Maroons compared to the ESM 2. Smith picked up. Correction, Jack Hill picked up by Claflin. It's reversed down to X. And Smith with it now up top. Attended for Hall. Hall keeps it in play. 38 on the shot clock. Amadio. Dumps it down to Dautrich. Dautrich over to Pinot. The two-man game at GLE. Smith with it. Being defended by the short stick. Correction, that was Hill defended by the short stick. Smith with it now. Over to Hill. Hill looking to get by. Hill inside on the roll. Hill, the twister, deflected, picked up by Redfield. More of a scoop out to the boundary for Redfield. Skip pass by Pinot over to Smith. It gets there off the deflection. Shot wide as Pickard falls to the ground. 2 seconds on the shot clock. It's a defensive stand from the Spartans to open up the fourth quarter as Dautrich launches that one to the other corner of the field. Gabor initiating the ESM clear. Pickard up top to Bird. It's an ESM clear once again. Over to Amadio. Claflin with it. Claflin being defended by the long pole. Claflin working the near side. Takes the pick from Woodworth. Up top, Amadio. Back down low to Claflin. Spin moves, shot. He goes low to high and misses. Claflin with 4 goals on the night. And the 23-24 win, or actually 24-23 win for the Spartans. He had 8 in that one against Auburn. Amadio off the Claflin pick, reverses it back. Kabak. Claflin finds the 5th one. He goes to the low corner, puts the Spartans back out in front. It's 10-9 with 9:44 to go in the fourth quarter.
ESM score by number 22, Clayton Claflin, unassisted.
Oh, well. Hey, our turn now, Auburn. Let's go.
Hunt at the axe for the Spartans alongside Hill. Hill's kind of had this matchup over the second half, and he wins one again. Jack Hill actually limping up this time, maybe a potential cramp, as the referees will have to blow the whistle for the injured player. Hill's had 2 important goals in this half. He had 2 back-to-back to tie, actually to put the Maroons out in front late in the third quarter as he now heads to the sideline. Logan Hall will now come off the midfield line. Williams heads to the box. Dautrich in. And Tucker Hogan out on the field for the Maroons. Smith off the restart with 9:33 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's been high-scoring affairs between these two teams so far this season in the second matchup of the year. ESM went to Auburn the first time around, 124-23. It was a 6-0 run here at Spartan Stadium on Senior Day, and it's a violation on the Maroons. It's a Maroons turnover once again here in the fourth. Gabor, outlet. Gets it to James. to carry with it. Punched out by the hand of Matthew Smith, it looked like, off the check from behind. Smith running. Smith with inside leverage. Spin moves out of it. Smith ties it back up. Matthew Smith, the leading goal scorer for the Maroons, ties us back up at 10.
Auburn goal by number 21, Matthew Smith, unassisted.
If you're just joining us tonight, Tanner Jace here on the call for Spartan Sports Network. It was a 6-0 run to open up the first quarter for the Spartans here on senior night. Since then, it's been all Maroons on the scoring. It's been 3 goals since the first quarter in total for the Spartans. It's been 10 over the last 3 quarters for the Maroons. It's a 10-3 run as Brooko and Hill back into this one. Go at it at the face-off X. Hill with another win on the face-off. Hills was 72% at the face-off X coming into this one with about a 7th win on the night. Daughtridge inside. Daughtridge with no angle just about takes the lead for the Maroons. Connor Daughtridge with his 5th goal of the night.
Auburn goal by number 2, Connor Daughtridge, unassisted.
How Connor Daughtridge fit that one in, I'm not quite sure. But 5 goals for Daughtridge, 5 goals for Claflin. Those are your game-high scores tonight. And Hunt back to the X for the Spartans against Hill, who's been on a roll. Whistle, face-off violation on Jack Hill. Spartans get a much-needed possession. Claflin over to Woodworth. Actually, McDonald on the far side. McDonald over to Amadio. Amadio, O'Reilly, and Claflin. That's the midfield line. O'Reilly on McDonald on the far wing. Woodworth now finds him size on the inside for the attack line. Amadio gets by 2. Nice move by Amadio, and his rip is wide. And Vollmer's currently the quarterback at X for the Spartans. Claflin elects to take it off the restart. Braden Durant is a long pull defending Claflin. Claflin trying to get topside, jump shot, can't find the corner. O'Reilly, though, gets the backup. 23 on the shot clock for ESM, trailing by 1. 7:33 to go, whistle, and we get a referee my time. Or the referee's pause in possession, as we currently have a very distinct conversation between the two. This time it's O'Reilly off the restart. He's being defended by the short stick. That's Williams. Claflin plays with him at GLE. Goes in the middle. O'Reilly, topside. O'Reilly ties this one! The senior with his 2nd goal of the day on senior day. It's his 24th of the year, and we're tied at 11.
ESM score by number 18, Matthew O'Reilly, unassisted.
Back up. All right, Malik, get in.
Jack Hill back to the face-off X for the Maroons. It looks like Henry Hunt back to the X for the Spartans as it is. And Henry Hunt with a huge face-off win. Gets it up top to O'Reilly. O'Reilly immediately finds Claflin. Spartans pressing with numbers. Down low. Shot. Deflected. I don't even think the ball ever got out of the stick. And now we get the whistle. Push on the Maroons. It's once again a push that is gotten the Maroons tonight defensively. So possession stays with Spartans. I'm not quite sure Vollmer got the ball out of his stick on that shot. Spartans Off the restart, Amadio plays it over to O'Reilly. O'Reilly reverses back to Claflin. O'Reilly starts his dodge on Holloman from the far wing. O'Reilly just tie this one back up. O'Reilly's bounce shot, no good, but Woodworth back there on the backup. Woodworth off the restart. He's got 1 goal tonight. It's going to be Claflin on the restart. 48 on the shot clock. Kabak, the long pull on Claflin. Takes the screen from Woodworth. Goes around. Claflin trying to get topside. Jump shot. Deflected. It's actually in the stick. That one's deflected by Amadio. Jamison Bentley found Caden Claflin's jump shot in his own stick. Didn't realize it. Then ran. Deflected by Amadio, so it stays with the Maroons. Williams told to move up a little bit off the restart. Woodworth attempting to ride. Williams clears. Williams with some daylight. Williams with some space. Feed inside. Pinot! Maroons go back out in front. Anderson Pinot for the 2nd time tonight knocks on the front door and finds the back of the net.
Auburn goal by number 26, Anderson Pinau, assisted by number 9, Malik Williams.
The lead has gone back and forth here tonight. ESM has not led since they started a trail Auburn late in the 3rd. Burko wins it clean. Over to Vollmer. Vollmer gets by Hill, but Hill, not before Hill goes to the turf. Vollmer over to O'Reilly. Over to Claflin. .44 on the shot clock, 5:46 to go with the Spartans trailing by 1 here at the stadium. O'Reilly up top on the far side, 40. Local Piccolo, the short stick. O'Reilly dodging inside, picked up by the long pole. Claflin, hands free, shot deflected. Out of bounds on Bentley. Claflin will retain. Spartans keep possession. Claflin will start off the restart with it. 5:22 to go. 19 on the shot clock. As the Spartans trail by 1. O'Reilly dodges inside. Spin dodges out of it. Takes the pick from McDonald. O'Reilly, hands free, saved by Scanlon. Cooper Scanlon comes up huge late as the Maroons stay up 1. Bentley gets it. Bentley clears and dumps it off to Smith. Smith defended by the long pole. Bird. Smith, shot! Maroons up 2! The Maroons trailed 7-2 at half. And the Maroons now up 2 with 4:55 to go here in the 4th. Hill back at the X for the Maroons. He's been hot at the X this entire half. Henry Hunt, clamp win by Hill. Hill over to Williams. Over to Hall. Bohr. Dautrich over to Pinot. Pinot over to Smith up top on the near wing. Bird inside. Smith hands free. Saved by Pickard. He's had a rough second half, but Ethan Pickard finally gets a save. Anderson providing a bit of a ride. Gabor's got to go back to Pickard with it. Pickard trying to hit to carry out of the box. Cannot. Flicked it up. Vollmer gets it. Vollmer getting by Hill. It's the 4th save of the night for Ethan Pickard. Vollmer over to Amadio up top. Spartans trailing by 2, needing a goal here with 3:30 to go. The Auburn faithful taking the 40-minute drive down the highway to East Syracuse. Claflin with it. Claflin, shot, wide. The Binghamton commit already has 5 on the night. Looking for the 6th and looking to cut the lead down to 1. Woodworth off the restart, 39 seconds to go. Amadio. Off the screen. Amadio inside feed, Woodworth, down 1! Kaya Woodworth's 2nd goal of the night off the feed from Andrew Amadio. Cuts the lead down to 1 for the Maroons with 3:04 to go.
ESM goal by number 19, Kai Woodworth, assisted by number 2, Andrew Amadio.
Hill back at the X with Jared Burko. Face-off violation on Jack Hill once again. ESM gets a huge possession after knocking it down, the lead down to 1. Claflin off the restart. Spartans looking to tie under 3 minutes to go here at Spartan Stadium on senior night. 2 teams having the most exclusively offensive affairs so far this season, with each team putting up 12 goals or more in both games so far. Amadio inside, feed, O'Reilly off the pipe. Or actually, it looked like Scanlon moved the pipe, but 44 seconds on the shot clock, 2:36 to go. Vollmer off the restart. Vollmer defended by Bentley. It forces the pass, forces Amadio back to the sideline. Amadio starts his dodge from the far wing. Amadio goes inside, goes around the pick, gives it to O'Reilly. O'Reilly, step down, wide. 2:17 to go. Spartans down 1. Claflin elects to take it off the restart. 24 seconds to go. Back, the long pull on Claflin. Claflin takes the pick. Jump shot, saved by Scanlon. Scanlon comes out of the goal and gets it, and will. Maroons will now look to clear. Scanlon up top for Holloman, and Holloman will have an easy path to the 50. Gives it up top to Smith. 2 minutes to go. Auburn don't need a rush, currently up 1. Hills with it. They've got 60 on the shot clock. They will have to take a shot. Spartans trailing by 1. Hall with it on the far side over to Daughtridge, who's got 5 goals tonight. Daughtridge goes up top to Smith. Bird, 1:25 to go here in the 4th. Smith with it. He'll start the dodge from the 35. 27 seconds left on the shot clock. This will take the clock under a minute to go. Smith, defended by Bird. Smith trying to get around. Bird gets the stick in there. Ball's loose. Claflin attempting. Claflin gets it. Spartans go. Redfield with the trail check. Doesn't get it. Claflin with numbers. Claflin shot. Scores! The Binghamton commit has his 6th of the night. And just like that, we are once again tied with 57 seconds to go.
ESM goal by number 22, Caden Claflin, unassisted.
The bouncer sneaks by Scanlon. Looked like he was going to the right corner. Instead goes to the left on the bounce shot. And Caden Claflin with his lefty wind up goes the opposite way of Scanlon. Huge face-off with 57 seconds to go. Jack Hill, who's been dominant all night, right back to the X. Against Jared Bricko. Bricko kicks it. Williams can't pick it up. Ball on the turf. O'Reilly picks it up. And just like that, timeout called out on the field. We'll be back with you out of the timeout here on Spartan Sports Network. We're tied at 13. .1 to go here at Spartan Stadium. ESM with possession. We're tied at 13. A game this has been up and down. Spartans open up on a 6-0 run in the first. And then it was all Maroons in the middle quarters. 7-2 at half. And then it was 8-8 at the end of the third. Gabak blows up the screen. Flag thrown. It's a man up for the Spartans. Claflin, 24 seconds. Claflin gets around. Second flag flies. Claflin shot. And they're going to wave off the shot. .4 is left on the clock, but two separate flags were thrown seconds apart from each other. Gabak blew up the screen.
It was a great game, ref. Thanks for coming. Hey, run it back, replay. Y'all got that big board for a reason. Run it back, replay. Run it back, replay. Where you at? And then hit the train horn.
And we got a timeout out on the field. 18.4 to go here in the fourth quarter. Spartans look to head up on a man up. 18.4 seconds to go. Spartans are on a man up. We're currently tied at 13 here at Spartan Stadium on senior night.
Let's go! Come on, ref, you ready?
Game of the game, it's all right. Let's go, boys. Always prove themselves by coming up and saying it last time.
Get together, let's go!
A game of runs this one has been. Spartans open up the first quarter on a 6-0 run, and then it was 7-2 at halftime. And then Auburn blitzed the Spartans in the third quarter, and we've now got a timeout on the field after that break. And then the Maroons blitzed the Spartans in the third quarter. It was 8-8 after 3. And now it's 13-13, where Auburn has dominated most of the second half, but an opportunity on the man up for the Spartans to win this one late. .6 to go here in the fourth quarter. We are tied at 13. It's been a game of runs here on senior night at Spartan Stadium. Two very similar games. Just one was a bit less low scoring between these two. It was an ESM 24-23 win at Auburn last time. This time we're tied at 13. O'Reilly. Inside feed. Ball on the ground. Woodworth. Pass. 1 second. We're heading to overtime. It was a one-goal game in Auburn earlier in the month. And now we're tied at 13, headed to overtime. We'll be back with you with the overtime period here on Spartan Sports Network.
Anybody got a corner? Who's got a corner? Need a corner.
Wait, put the flag.
Oh, no, don't tell me to throw the flag.
It's an overtime period here at Spartan Stadium here on senior night. ESM opened up the first quarter on a 6-0 run. It was 7-2 at half. Auburn scored 2 unanswered goals in the second quarter. and then it was a 5-goal response. It was a 5-1 run in the third for the Maroons, and now we're tied at 13 after 4. To the face-off we go. Spartans still on the man up. Hill and Burko. Burko trying to get it to Claflin. Claflin doesn't pick it up. It's headed to the 30. Shoveled across. O'Reilly's got to keep it in bounds and does. Whistle. Timeout, Spartans. Huge ground ball win for ESM. And an opportunity once again for the Spartans to win this one. As a breakdown, Caden Claflin leads all goal scorers with 6 tonight. Connor Daughtridge has put in another 5. Anderson Pinot has a hat trick for the Maroons. The leading goal scorer, Matthew Smith for Auburn, has a hat trick as well. Jack Hill with 2 goals in a row. That put the Maroons out in front in the third quarter. Has 2 as well. For the Spartans, it's 2 for Matthew O'Reilly, the senior. Andrew Madio has 1. Brody Vollmer has 1. And a huge step-down goal to tie it back up at the end of the third by Gavin McDonald. That's currently how we're at 13-13. Spartans momentarily still have partially of the man up. They had a man up at the end of the fourth quarter with 14 seconds. Did not get a shot off, nor kept possession, and allowed us to open up the overtime period with a face-off. Caden Claflin was free on the near wing to get into the ground ball. That shoveled it up to O'Reilly, and then Coach McCoy calls the timeout at the 3:47 mark here in the fourth quarter. Sudden death. First goal to score wins. Shot clock heads to 69 seconds. Still a man up for the Spartans. Claflin takes it on the far. Middle of the field to O'Reilly. Near side Amadio. Dumps it down low to Vollmer. Reverses it back to Amadio. Man up still for the Spartans. McDonald with it on the far side 30. Back to O'Reilly. Amadio plays it down to Vollmer. Amadio. O'Reilly. Down. Woodworth dodge. Woodworth bouncer off the feet of Scanlon in the pipe. And Woodworth's going to get in the crease call, so it's a turnover. Maroons with the opportunity to win this one. And timeout call on the field by Coach Matt Smith. 3:14 here to go in the overtime period, tied at 13.
Kill that penalty. Let's go.
3:14 to go here in the overtime period. We're tied at 13. Auburn with possession as they came back from the dead to tie this one up and not only tie it but take the lead late in the third and fourth quarter. It was 2 unanswered goals by the Spartans to tie this one up to put us in overtime. Smith with possession. McDonald comes over. Smith running on the near side. Picked up by Bird. Down to Daughtridge behind GLE. Defended by Gabor. Over to Smith. Up top to Hill. Over to Redfield, sorry. It's back up to Hill at the top. Claflin comes to provide some pressure as the short stick. Hill, downhill dodge. Dumps it off Daughtridge. 38 on the shot clock. Gabor. Over to Redfield. Smith. Bird pushes him back. Smith heads to GLE. 23 on the shot clock. Smith over to Daughtridge. Daughtridge inside. Has to push it back out. This time it's Jack Hill. Reverses it to Daughtridge. Daughtridge, spin move. Shot. Scores! Auburn wins it in overtime! Back from the graveyard. Auburn shocks the Spartans on the road. For producer Todd Durantini and our fabulous crew here on Spartan Sports Network, Auburn shocks the Spartans on senior night. Your final from Spartan Stadium, Auburn 14, ESM 13. For Tanner Jace, I'm saying so long from Spartan Stadium and good night, everybody.
Attending tonight's contest, please be safe in your travel.